My name's Rhonda Falcon, and I've been married to Ken Brannan for 47 years. We moved to Annapolis in 1979 and saw a need for a vegetarian style operation. We're not vegetarian, we eat everything. We love food. And so when we got here in 79, there were not that many restaurants, there were mostly bars. And so there wasn't a place to eat a salad. And it just happened, and I started doing a lot of research about food, and I already was into nutrition, so it helped. And so we came up with an idea. Somebody rented us a space, and we started digging, the water lines and everything else, and we did just about everything ourselves. It was wildly successful for 8 years, and then we moved on to a gourmet shop. In the gourmet shop, we did a lot of catering, a lot. And so our prime business now is catering.
While I played a significant role in some of the logistics of the growth of the business over the 40 plus years, I think my primary role would be defined as that connection to the community. The desire to be connected to Special Olympics really started with my mother. My mother was a nurse, and in the basement of our church, they started what was called the St. Peter's Child Development Center for children with special needs. The opportunity came because of a neighbor of ours who was a staff member of Special Olympics. Said, hey, would you want to volunteer? They had a number of fundraisers and said, we want to do something to support this softball game. So we had a softball game over in the Eastern Shore. And then one year, 1995, he said, hey, we're going to do this special event, and we know you're Seattle's best coffee. We're going to need your coffee for this event because it's in the winter. And I said, okay, what's the event? He said, we're going to have a bunch of people jump in the water at Sandy Point in January. I said, you're going to need a lot of coffee. So we started out with just a few hundred people. There were no tents, there was nothing. And that started the affiliation. And it's gone on for years. And I served on the Special Olympics Maryland board twice. I was chairman of the board back in 2008 when we had World Games in China. We talk a lot about what increases the quality of life in the community where you live. How can you make it better, not just for you and your family, but for all the people that live here? That is important, not just as a member of the community and a citizen of the state, but also as a business person. The most gratifying element of that is when you look at the long term, and little things make a big difference. You have the opportunity to begin things on even a very basic level, and ultimately they turn out to be some pretty significant contributions.
We're so happy that we're involved with the food industry. I mean, I love people, I love food. It's a great combination, and I'm happy to make people happy. It's been a wonderful career, and we've shared it, and now we share it with our son, and we get along really great for the three of us to do this.
We are deeply honored and grateful for the Chamber's recognition and selecting us as the recipients of this award.